us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell us in your own words what you said. Cardi B's response? Bitch, get the hell out of my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security? This was day 2 of what might be the most explosive celebrity trial of the year. Cardi B facing a $24 million lawsuit. And trust me, you won't believe how this story unfolds. A security guard named Imani Ellis claims Cardi B cut her face with 3-inch fingernails, spat on her, violently struck her in the head, face, and body, and caused trauma requiring $16,000 in plastic surgery. But here's where it gets interesting. The evidence is telling a completely different story. Picture this. February 24th, 2018. Cardi B, 4 months pregnant with her first child, visits her OBGYN in Beverly Hills.
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
The pregnancy isn't public yet, and the medical office closed on a Saturday just for her privacy. Enter Imani Ellis, a security guard who allegedly followed Cardi to her appointment, started recording her without permission, and refused to stop when asked. Cardi testified, "I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size." But here's where Imani's story starts falling apart. Her testimony keeps changing. In court, she said Cardi scratched her face, but in her deposition, she said it was her nose. In her initial report, she only mentioned a nose scratch. The defense lawyer caught these lies in real time. The only scratch that you report is a scratch on your nose. No other scratches were mentioned, correct?
My language again, but she said, "Yes, the you did," and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the day when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
What were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, "F you, you fat ass bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. This, that."
Imani's telling response. "I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying okay for the purposes of your question." The red flags in her story are massive. She didn't report the assault until 2 years later. Her 161 pages of medical records show no reference to facial injuries, anxiety, or PTSD. She claims all her problems for 7 years stem from this one incident. She says she took photos of her injuries, but they mysteriously disappeared. When photos were finally presented in court, they revealed the truth. Cardi's nails were short, square, and not sharp, only about 1 inch long with flat rhinestones. The injury photos showed what appeared to be acne scars, not fresh wounds. There was no visible damage. Lawyers literally joked that jurors need perfect vision to see any injuries. The plot twist that destroyed the case? Imani's own psychologist testified against her. No PTDD diagnosis. Pattern of inconsistencies. Evidence of intentional manipulation for financial gain. The doctor explained that in legal cases involving money, you must always consider manipulation. And Imani showed classic signs. Let's be real about the size difference here. Cardi, 130 pounds, 4 months pregnant. Imani.
4.
Right. And she's, you said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records, right?
I don't have anything. I'm asking you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she...
Described as twice Cardi's size and security heavy. The idea that a pregnant woman half her size beat up a security guard? Even Cardi called it out. That's a fucking lie. out of here trying to get some money. Both neutral witnesses, Cardi's doctor and the receptionist, testified they never saw Cardi touch Amani. They saw Amani attempt to strike Cardi. They watched the receptionist get accidentally scratched while separating them. The receptionist, Tiarara Malcolm, was crystal clear. Amani was the aggressor. Amani's plastic surgeon, paid $2,000 per hour, tried to explain how minor marks were actually severe injuries. His testimony fell apart under cross-examination, sounding more like a paid performance than medical expertise. The procedure Amani received? Microneedling, basically an expensive facial treatment. The courtroom drama was unreal. Amani's attorney became so aggressive that the judge had to warn him multiple times about his tone and volume. Meanwhile, Cardi remained calm and composed, like someone who knows they're telling the truth. When asked about her pregnancy making her disabled, Cardi fired back. "At that moment when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you things I can't do?" Her frustration was palpable. "Because I'm pregnant and this girl is about to fucking beat my ass." Social media exploded after the testimony. Cardi for sure is not lying. Some weirdo followed her while recording her.
Function at a very low level, you wouldn't be able to maintain reasonable family relationships, you wouldn't be able to hold a job, you wouldn't be able to function in major life activities, and again, you would require psychiatric hospitalization and antipsychotic medication.
Did you diagnose Ms. Ellis with any psychiatric conditions?
We know that other woman definitely was doing it for the money. She didn't respect Cardi's privacy.
It made you angry, correct?
Yes, I feel like my privacy was completely being violated. I wouldn't want to be anything that had to do with my medical records or anything. Even if I do cosmetic surgery, I don't want people to be in anything that has to do with medical in your business. It's just especially something that is so sacred.
That day was supposed to be special for Cardi, and that woman disturbed her privacy and peace. Cardi is the victim here. This case exposes something bigger. Privacy violations of pregnant celebrities, opportunistic lawsuits targeting wealthy stars, media manipulation for financial gain, and the real cost of fame and success. Cardi B could have settled this quietly. She's wealthy enough to make it disappear. But she chose to fight. And now we can see why. Looking at the evidence, photos showing no injuries, inconsistent testimony, expert witnesses contradicting the claims, neutral witnesses supporting Cardi. This isn't about assault. It's about someone trying to cash in on a celebrity's success. We're only on day 2 of this trial, and already the case is falling apart. If this level of chaos and contradiction continues, the jury's decision seems pretty clear. The real question isn't whether Cardi B is guilty. It's how long before this obvious money grab gets thrown out of court. Sometimes the truth is exactly what it appears to be. A pregnant woman was harassed and recorded without consent, stood up for herself, and is now being sued by someone looking for a payday. Justice isn't just about the verdict. It's about calling out lies when we see them. And in this case, the lies are getting harder and harder to ignore.